if you're looking to defend Alabama's wide receiver room, right? Let's start there. Let's not just celebrate how we're going to beat everybody. Let's see how people are possibly going to try to defend us, right? And I'm gonna throw some things out there. I'm gonna throw some personnel groupings. I had a marker somewhere, but I can't find it. I was gonna just start Xing and Oing it, but we'll do it. We'll do it another day. Um, I just want to talk about a few personnel groupings. Let's just say, let's go three wide receivers here. Let's go three wide. Obviously, we want Isaiah Horton at the X. You want um, let's throw Jeremy Bernard in the slot and throw Ryan Williams at the Z. And the reason I want Ryan Williams on the Z, I want as much free release with him as possible. And if they walk a guy down to close space because they're not trying to give up the free release, I love his ability to get off the jam. But that opens it up so much for the receivers inside and the running back in the passing game. So just placement alone with those three creates mismatches. You can't ISO against Bernard. I mean, you can't ISO against Horton. He's too big of a body. I don't care. You can have a 6'3", 6'4" receiver against Horton. And this wide receiver right here is not going to work. You're going to have to bracket him and live with what he doesn't want. And then Jeremy Bernard is just a craftsman in the route running. You want a guy like that in the slot. He's also a playmaker. I think, honestly, if we're being honest, I think he's more so of a bigger yak guy than Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams does it more so downfield in open space. I think Jeremy Bernard's vision, back cutting ability, the just the slight things, both of these guys some joysticks. I'm gonna tell you right now, they some joysticks, right? They some juke sticks. But that lineup in itself is dangerous. But then let's say we don't want the tight end out there. Let's go 10 personnel, right? And we're going to have our 4 wide receiver set. And instead of having Jeremy Bernard and instead of having Jeremy Bernard out there, we're going to roll out Rico Scott. We're going to slide Ryan Williams to one of the slots, put Scott at the Z, and then we're going to bring Latair Brooks at the other slot. Now, me personally, because of mismatch advantages, I'm putting Williams and Brooks on the same side. I'm letting them run a tight. I'm putting them in a lot of tight sets, tight twin sets out there. And then guys like Rico Scott and Isaiah Horton with catch radius, you're rolling a lot of their concepts. You're flooding a lot of things to them, right? Trying to get them to utilize space, their radius in space. And then you can go speed. You can wipe that lineup. You can get a first down, make a full lineup change. Let's put Jalen Hell at the X, who's a vertical threat. I forgot to mention that about Jalen Hell. Definitely a vertical threat. Probably more of a vertical threat than Isaiah Horton, to be honest. But Jalen Hell, put him at the X. Then the slot next to him, let's throw Cole Adams there. And then the slot next to him, let's throw Latair Brooks there. Then on the other side with your 2 wide receivers, your weak side, let's throw Mbakwe there, right? We're trying to get our speed on the field. Let's throw Mbakwe there and then Ryan Williams at the Z. What lineups in the country, secondary-wise, are going to be able to literally, and all this success on this truly primary, it's not even about the quarterback. I think any quarterback could have those options available, those assets available, and be a great quarterback because these guys are going to get separation. If the offensive line holds up, this is going to be the most dangerous wide receiver room. Not just group, but room from top to bottom. From top to bottom, I'm confident in saying this. Isaiah Horton, Jalen Hell, Derek Meadows, Rico Scott, Jeremy Bernard, Latair Brooks, Jalen Mbakwe, Ryan Williams, Cole Adams, Bubba Hampton. Let's not forget Bubba. And we're not even talking about the running backs' effectiveness in this pass game. We're just talking wide receivers today. Because there's some assets in the running back room. You put them in open space. You get them out on the swing route. It could get dangerous. It can get mixy. So final thoughts on this, man. Alabama's wide receiver room, I truly believe this is a top 3 group. You find out the quarterback situation. You figure out what's going to happen at that quarterback situation. I think your top 2 options are very viable. I think Ty Simpson should get the nod to get an opportunity to go out there and take advantage of this. But if not, Keelan Russell goes out there. There's a lot of excitement behind him. Not just him, but just the offense in itself with Ryan Grubb being back. There's a lot of excitement behind it. So I think Alabama is poised for a crazy productive offensive season this year with this wide receiver group. So if you enjoyed that, man, and you want to continue to see this content, make sure you like and share. Make sure you drop a subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Better go subscribe.